One. Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United Dutch and the channel for United fans everywhere in the world. Today we are talking about Man United's summer tour in Thailand, but we've had so many things that have happened into this tour, before the tour and the tour as the tour is just about to start. We had Eric Ten Hag talking, or he had his press conference today talking about confirming, saying Maguire is going to be the captain for now. Then you had the two men running to Barcelona to go and try and fix a deal that looks like it was already off the track, but it is what it is. They had people talk, where's Ronaldo, where's Ronaldo, where's Ronaldo? And United are still trying to figure out who are they going to sign. Joining me today, we have Houston Red Army Joe, the cool man, the soul man. How are you?
What's going on? What up?
Joining us from Miami, we have Devin. Devin, how are you? Thank you very much for joining us. He just finished playing football, so he's still very ready to talk today. I'm surprised you're not tired, but
hey, big up to the old timers. Big up to the old timers, man. Getting there.
Yeah,
stay young. Stay young.
I'm definitely tired, but the show goes on. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right, gentlemen. Let's start with Ten Hag. His press conference today. He said, and I'll repeat, Harry Maguire is a very essential captain, a successful captain, and he will be the captain as time goes on. For now. So he's literally saying captain's armband remains where it is. Devin.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm not surprised by it. Right. It's okay. You figure out right now the team is pretty much he's getting a feel the team right now. The captain's in place. He hasn't had much time with the team yet to figure out who is a natural born leader. They haven't even played a match yet. So how is he going to be able to make a determination? So yeah, I guess for the time being, for now, he will stick by the captain.
So you think that decision makes sense, right?
When you think about it that way, yes. Was he my first choice? No, but after you break it down, you think about it, like okay, it makes sense for now.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, it was a good choice. There's really nothing else he could have done. The only other person that was a viable candidate, I would say, is David De Gea, and David De Gea would have had to want it. The other candidate would have been Cristiano, but once you ask for a request to leave, now you've just eliminated yourself from the captain's running. So it was between him, Maguire, and basically maybe Bruno. But like after Bruno's performance that season, it would have been hard to make that because they both equally were abysmal last season. So the cliques are still there.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure you got the Portuguese clique, you got the English clique. Yeah, there's a Norwegian clique brewing going on.
And a small Dutch clique will start to build up very soon.
Dutch, my bad. I just completely fucked that up. A Dutch clique going on. It's a Norwegian. Hey, that's totally my fault. Yes. So it made sense to just maintain it because it's like, new manager, everybody clean slate all over. Clean slate vibes, settings all over again. You don't want to start the season
controversial
with controversy in the media, right? Because that's going to distract from the new season.
Oh, right? It's going to be Ten Hag taking captaincy.
Oh my God. You won't be able to say anything.
Especially the English press.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go crazy over it. So it's better to just, keep the reins to Maguire and see if he hangs himself with him. And we'll see. It was a good move. It's standard operating procedure. You keep him there.
He also mentioned. He said, "We still want to work with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's still part of the plans. He's still been giving family time off." It's diplomatic. I don't know where to go with the PR. I don't know what to think. Devin, the whole Ronaldo scenario.
Yeah, this one is tricky because if it actually is family issues, okay, take the time that you need to get your affairs in order. I completely understand that. I went through something like that earlier this year. If it's not, and you're doing it just to protect him, that's kind of when I start to have an issue, because then you're putting a player above the club.
Right.
So this one is a very tricky situation for me, because all we can do right now pretty much is just speculate on what is really going on. But I have a feeling if If he comes in, he starts scoring goals, of course, all be forgiven by the United fans. So,
Oh, for sure.
Joe, what's your take?
I mean, it's a bit too much of a coincidence that the guy that requested to be traded, sold, is also the one that needs family time all over the sudden. You know what I think? Ronaldo didn't want nothing to do with tomorrow's game. He didn't want nothing to do with that game. He's like, these motherfuckers.
But think about it. You do know 80% of that crowd were coming to see one person.
Yep.
Not Maguire, not Rashford, not any of those. They were coming. Most of these people, they don't come to Old Trafford. They don't come to the Premier League. So this was Ronaldo was coming to them.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why with the family thing, yes, because yes, you have your responsibility to the fans, you have your responsibility to the club, but number one responsibility is to your family as a husband, your family as a father. So that's more important. You can't, he doesn't need the money. He really doesn't need United, to be honest, right? So if he wants to just take the time off, man, he worked pretty hard last season, and he's Ronaldo, man. Come on, let's relax ourselves a little bit, man. That's how the world works, man. Your most valuable assets and the people that bring the most value to an organization are gonna get perks, right? And I don't want to hear nobody from Rashford to Maguire to.
But that is the reason why they don't like him, because they feel he gets all this. But I think it's because he's worked hard to achieve that. I think.
Correct.
Not only has he worked hard, he's been doing it for so long, though.
Yeah.
So long. Like, this guy has been doing this. Like, how many people can say they've been doing this for like 30 years?
It's a long time, bro.
30 years, because maybe even more. I'm pretty sure he had a ball in his hand when he was like 3 years old, working on the stepovers. Oh, hey, Dad, watch this. Watch the step over. Watch the step over. You got to give the guy's older.
And he came from hardship. I mean, hardship.
Yeah. The guy's, he's 37, 37, 38?
37.
Give this dude some time to rest, man. He played damn near every game last season, right? I feel like there should be a certain players, after you reach a certain age, you should get a little bit more time off. If you're putting in the work.
But they don't want to hear that. Like, who does he think he is? But you see, the problem there is when he came to the dressing room. Think about it. It's like somebody's now showing you how bad you are because he's so perfect in a way. My standards of training are here, and your best training is still here. Yeah. Your eating habits are still here. Mine is here. That's why I'm this fit. My followings are still there. Your highest following is still there. So it's like he's really made them feel more inadequate than they actually are. So that is why the hate.
So I could see it from that standpoint, but then if you're really going to argue that, what I will come back then and say, if I'm Ronaldo in that case, I pull out every single thing I won while I was at United and say, any person who's won more than me, speak up right now. And say, and then you bring up, all right, okay, look at who I was training alongside of. These are the standards that it took to win this. So this is what I know, and this is what I'm expecting at this club.
They didn't want that. That's the problem.
And that is the problem they're in right there too.
They didn't want to hear it.
It really just boils down to what kind of man do you want to be? There are two kinds of men in this world. There's the kind of man that'll see an individual like Cristiano Ronaldo come into the club, and you spend your every waking moment to try to achieve just a fraction of what he's done, because you know what it's going to take, and you know it's got to take work. It's going to take work effort, right? And then you can be the kind of man that's like, nah, I'm good. I'm comfortable. I'm good with being mediocre. That's the problem.
Some people I'm comfortable mentality.
Those guys need to get out.
But they can't get out because they're on high wages. No one else is paying for those wages. So they're stuck there and are going to milk it. That's the problem there.
Yeah.
That's the kind of men we have at our club, man.
It speaks volumes right now that even Jesse Lingard right now can't find a club, and that he's touting potentially.
Oh, West Ham didn't want him. West Ham
So
haven't.
that speaks volumes about what was happening. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he doesn't have a. I think they want him to get a. He wants to get a pickup.
He better get a pickup or you go head to MLS, mate.
Like look at the wages that Paul Pogba's on now. What he had to take to go back to Juventus.
Yeah.
And that's too, because he should be up there. If he was consistent, he should be arguably one of the best midfielders in the world. If he was,
we're talking about it before you came on. If he was consistent, he would be up there right behind Ronaldo and Messi. But he's not consistent. That's his problem.
But then the issue now is like you have this inflated ego, i.e., where he thought that he had these offers lined up from Real Madrid, and he was going to get 20 mil a year, and then he signs for only 8 mil, which is 6 mil less than United even offered him. But this
is one of those situations where Pogba is a straight up meme right now with the DJ Khaled. Congratulations, you played yourself. That's exactly what happened, man. So you over there, okay, now you're in Juventus. You saw that clip where somebody tried to get him to sign the United jersey. He didn't want to sign it. Man, get the fuck, you want to be an enemy?
Well, I heard about it. Was it really bad? Did it make it?
Nah, I'm not doing that. He's like, nah. Like, oh, if
was it a kid or a grown up? Was it a kid?
I want to say it was a kid. But like,
he just literally refused blatantly.
You didn't want to sign it.
Damn.
Let me pull it up. I'm like, bro, really? Like he's really butthurt because I think he bluffed. He bluffed at the club. He thought the club was gonna give him that bag, and they was like, "Nah, we're good. We got to spend the next 6 weeks trying to get Frankie de Jong." So like he didn't warrant the pay raise. That was another thing about it. Who are you to ask for a pay raise when you haven't really worked? Like, come on, man. These guys are out of pocket.
This is the same thing. Rafford is looking for a pay. Rafford's due for a contract soon. Rafford's going to be asking to go to Netflix 300. Rafford's on 215. You think he's going to ask for 225? Hell no. He's going to ask for free something.
And that's going to be more and this is going to be part of the reason why we're going to see such an epic Rashford this season, because he knows he's playing for a contract and he's also trying to get back in the World Cup side. Yeah. So Rashford is going to absolutely ball out. And I mean, if you see the shape that he looks in that preseason right now, he's going to do something big this season.
He better.
Yeah, but Rashford's problem hasn't been physical.
With that being said, once he sets that bar, what I am hoping does not happen is AK Aubameyang. Like you play real well, you get that big contract, and then you just go mediocre.
Get the money, and then you just go mediocre. Yeah.
You see, he's cut his head down. It's like, damn. He took the blonde off. He actually cut the hair low. I said, okay.
We will see when he gets unleashed tomorrow. How he looks.
Right.
But Rashford's thing has never been physical. It's mental. Right, he's got all the physical attributes to be successful. He's fast, he's quick, he's stronger. Well, I get he's stronger now, but it was his decision making that really fucked him up last season.
I also would argue because he had the shoulder issue for a while, which he was putting off getting the operation on that. With the mental thing, I will agree. Especially after what happened with the Euros when he suffered the racial abuse, I do think that had a factor. But you've had your time to do whatever you got to do to correct that, and let's see. And I expect big things now this season coming.
Wait, are we just okay? For me, am I just older, or should I feel like most global footballers should understand that it's not a part of the game that we just turn a blind eye to, but it should be easier to just brush it off because a lot of people, there's racist people in the world. I understand that there are racist people in the world. In no way, shape, or form would it stifle me from living out my dream and winning trophies and scoring goals for Manchester United. I don't know.
So that'll
give me even more energy.
So I could tell you, when I was in my early 20s and teens, racism really affected me badly. Yeah, it happened to me. But like I got told a piece of advice by my aunt, which I still agree with it to this day. If you get mad every time somebody says something racist towards you, that person has control of you. Of course, I didn't understand it at the time, but you get older,
I saw that so early in my life.
You get older, you start to get a little bit more wiser. So I understand it from that standpoint, but it's also like when you feel like a country that you're like in Rashford's case, it was like it came out later on that it wasn't people from England, but it seemed at the time most people the British turning on him, and he's trying to follow up like everything on the line for that, and you devote your life to that. So I understand it from that standpoint. It still deserves no place at all in football.
Zero tolerance.
I'm still angry at FIFA and UEFA for not doing more about it. Like if you saw how quickly UEFA and FIFA all got together when the Super League was going to be formed, like why was that approach not taken toward racism as well?
Nope. Because it's something. It's a monster that cannot eradicate. Because you go to some of these Eastern, no disrespect to Eastern Europe, but there's some of these countries, Eastern Europeans, it's just on another level. I mean, I used to go to some countries. I don't want to throw out some names here, but you go into some of these countries. As a person, they look at you like you're literally from another planet. I'm not talking a human being, another planet.
They look at you,
and I'm talking blatantly look at you like,
yes,
why are you here?
Or they've never seen a black person like dressed like this before. Yeah, yes, I know. I've been through it. I've experienced it. Oh, you don't. Oh, and you know what the best one is? Oh, you don't talk like how I thought you'd talk. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
We will have another man's chat on mate. Oh boy. But
sometimes sometimes I feel like sometimes we expect people of other countries to not be as ignorant as a lot of Americans. Because if you look at a lot of Americans, if a Briton shows up, a Briton from Liverpool shows up and talks to an American, most Americans be like, wait, you don't sound British. But that's just because most Americans, they don't know, they just have the Hugh Grant idea of what British is, like fucking Downton Abbey, right? They don't know the London accent, they don't know the Liverpool
Northern accent,
people for fucking Northern accent, you know.
Yeah. They can't spot a Geordie, they can't spot a Cockney, they can't spot all the differences. Exactly.
Exactly. So I would imagine the same thing would happen. Like a lot of people in Europe and throughout the world, they consume American media, and American media, unfortunately, hasn't been too nice when it comes to portrayals of black people on TV. It's getting better. It's certainly getting better.
Yeah, getting better.
But they're almost. I'm not going to say they're a victim, but they're part of a machine that it's bigger than them. They just don't know it yet. But anyway.
Right. So hopefully Rashford could do big things this season. We saw videos earlier of him working out, but it got to a point we now saw Elanga's workout. That was like, damn, these guys. Did you guys see the Elanga video workout? He was not messing around. He was not messing around. Oh,
yeah, he was out there doing 63-inch box jumps, all this.
He was doing. He was just running. He was like
doing sprints.
He was cut.
Yo, Elanga, I love that.
If you thought Rashford's video was good, Elanga's one like, next, I'll take it here, please. He did the Ronaldo level. He just took it to another level.
Yeah, okay, so it's worth a watch.
It's a good watch.
So I just watched the video again. There's no indication of whether it was a kid or not. It was a bunch of hands, but somebody had a Juventus jersey, right? And then behind him, there was a Manchester United jersey, right? He signed a Juventus jersey. He looked at the person with the United jersey. He was like, and then he kept going. So that's what Paul got. I know. Like, bro, really?
So does he just hate United altogether now?
I don't think he hates.
Well, when you put out a whole documentary like that and you say your new goal now is to show us what we're missing out on.
They got a -3 in Rotten Tomatoes. Get the fuck out of here, man. What are you talking about?
So how would you guys feel if you see Pogba playing some fantastic, scintillating, mesmerizing scientific football for Juventus that you could have thought like, where the hell was this guy? How would you personally feel? Would you feel United were shortchanged?
No, not at all. Because you know what? Lukaku looked great over there too.
I couldn't care less.
Joe, that's a bit harsh. Lukaku's not a footballer.
Out. He came back to Chelsea, scored 2 goals, and then went right back there. So yeah,
right back there. Right back, bro.
I mean, what happened to Lukaku? I mean, He started the season like on fire. Then the last one out.
I think
Can't handle a little adversity.
The last one out.
He hasn't improved his game enough. He hasn't
Well, he
worked on
said
his game enough.
he was the top scorer at Serie A last season.
Serie A. He would be the top scorer at the MLS. What does that matter? What does that tell me? It means those leagues are shit.
MLS.
It's a bit harsh. What are you talking? Wait. Do you understand? What's we call it? No slander on him. But Zlatan just won that league. Like, what are we talking about here? Zlatan Ibrahimovic's old ass just won that league. Come on now. Come on. Slow it down. This is the Prem, right? If you can't make it here, don't tell me. I don't want to hear nothing. It's like somebody talking about, oh, I was 4-time MVP in the Canadian Football League. Like, Canadian Football League? Nah. It's about the NFL. The NFL is the Prem. The MLB is the Prem. This is the top club. This is the most popular club. I mean, the top league, the most popular league. If you can't make it here, this is New York City. This is Gotham. Right? If you can't make it here, I don't want to hear nothing.
So that is why, like, what Devin said was like, when someone like Ronaldo, who's won, Ronaldo was in a team that won the league title 3 years in a row, Champions League, FA Cup, three league cups. So he's won everything. Then none of them
will be possible.
Every medal in UK was won. Every in Europe was won at that time in United. So there was no medal he didn't win. He won it all. There's no medal he did not win. Everything, including the World Club Championship that they won after winning Champions League. So these players now, he did it when he was their age.
Yes.
See what I mean? So
he was a pivotal part. He wasn't one of these side players. He was a pivotal part of those teams. Come on now.
He said, when I was 18, when I came, Ferdinand, Keane, and Neville told me I need to stop over dribbling and cross the ball. I listened. I didn't get an attitude and start being upset. So when I pass that advice to people like Mason, there's a problem. Who are you to tell me what to do?
Yo, Mason won't even listen to his girl when she tells him to stop. How's he supposed to listen to Ronaldo?
That's a bit harsh.
You had to bring it up. You had to bring it up.
That's cold-blooded, bro. That's cold-blooded.
What do you think was cold-blooded? What? I'm the asshole? Wait. It's me? Oh, my bad.
No, but you could see how Mason was becoming so selfish that even when Cavani was open, he's not passing that ball. Yeah. And he was just missing the chance.
I think he did it to try to prove to Ronaldo he can do it his way. And didn't work out.
Didn't work out. Right. So, the game tomorrow against Liverpool. So, okay, before we go into the Liverpool game, Lisandro Martinez, the guy from Ajax, Neville, Devin, what are you thinking? Is this deal warm or cold or hot as in we're getting him?
It's right now the numbers that Ajax are saying, he is not worth that amount of money. And apparently with this new, they want like 70, 75 mil or something like that for him.
Oh no.
And I'm just like,
how much did they want for Anthony then? I thought they wanted 45 for Lisandro and 65 for
apparently the price keeps on going up. And I'm like, at 45, yeah, there could have been a deal to have been made, but not for 75 mil.
For Lisandro or for Anthony?
For Lisandro.
Jeez. I thought he was the cheaper of the two options.
So, yeah, for that one, like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
Joe? Lisandro Martinez.
Because of its importance, I would do maybe a tops 40 because he's unproven. I would, if we're gonna do that, we might as well just try to snag somebody from the Prem, just bogart somebody. But like 40, yeah, that's it. He's unproven. We can tease him with add-ons, 40 mil, 45 mil, and let's say maybe an extra 15 mil in add-ons, right? But this whole, because Ajax is taking a piss, man, because they see what's happening. It's a big payday, they're trying to cash in. I don't know. I mean, wow. Ten Hag is really trying to rip that team apart. So I can see why
I know, right?
there might be a little,
So,
a little bit more aggressive
Well,
in the
they
transfer
did say,
talks.
they did tell United, if United had gone bought this player 6 weeks ago when they were ready, when they did the open sale, United were facing De Jong. They kept saying, "We'll come back to you." Ajax would shut the shop, sold who they need to sell. Then you now come knocking on the door. I'm back. Like, we finished. Oh, you still want? Oh, but the price has gone up now. That's where United is.
yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Yesterday's price is not today. It's when you keep,
That's true.
because United cannot multi-deal. They do one at a time. Okay, Ericsson, how are you feeling about that, Devin?
I just want to know when his medical is going to be scheduled. Because apparently they agreed the verbal terms already from about last week, I think it was. And I think that he will be a very good addition to our squad. Yeah. Because also with my big thing that I keep on thinking about this year is we need to stack the midfield. Because with the new change now, with the 5 substitutions rule, we gotta exploit that, and there's gonna be a lot of changes, especially in the midfield. And so you could imagine you're already running riot. You bring him off the bench to going up against tired legs, and with his footballing brain, I would, to me, and on top of that, it's a free transfer as well.
It's almost too logical.
So where's his best position? Who knows? Where does he play? I don't follow him. I don't know where. Where does he play?
I say he's at a threat in Bruno's position.
So it's going to be competing Bruno for that spot.
Well, no, and here's the thing. I would not call it competing. I would call it rotating. I would call it rotation.
Okay.
Because remember, you think about it with how many competitions are we in for now? You got the league, you got the 2 domestic cups, you're going to have Europe. Mm-hmm. So that's 4 different competitions right there. Yeah. You're thinking if and so you have 38 games already in the Prem. Yeah. You have 6 games already guaranteed across Europe. So that's 44. You have a minimum of 2 games in the other competitions. So at a minimum, you have 46 matches to play. Yeah. You're going to need to rotate the side.
Right. So in that case, with Ericsson being brought into the United team, that's fine. We have Malaysia. Malaysia is going to play as a left back, right? Is Luke Shaw's backup to a point, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Luke Shaw's eventual replacement.
Timber got cold feet after Louis van Gaal got to his head.
He got scared.
That was scary. So
he got scared that he wouldn't have as much playing time and lose his Dutch spot.
I mean,
that's important, man. That would be important for me. Don't get me wrong. He's a young kid.
World Cup is down the road.
I mean, come on, bro. Imagine playing for the States, man. Imagine playing for your country. It's not an opportunity that comes very often. It's every 4 years. I get it. It was terrible. It was a terrible thing that Louis van Gaal did, man. It's fucked up to do that.
That's another guy who still has a vendetta.
You just you over there just upending people's careers. Say what?
The crazy thing about Van Gaal is he's also the same one telling De Jong that this is a good move for him to come to United because the focus will be around him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So it's kind of like in 1 year you're like, I hate this guy, and the other year you're like, all right, yeah, he's doing the right thing here.
And he also did tell De Jong, I mean, Eric Ten Hag, that is not a good move to go to United and be a manager.
But he also said something different once certain people left.
Yeah.
Wood, and now then lot. The poor guy, but you could understand. I just won an FA Cup, and I listened to the news, breaking news. Louis van Gaal and Man United have gone separate ways. No one had spoken to him. He saw it on the news. That is absolute disrespect.
That is so fucked up, though. I can see that, man.
See the way they treated Romero.
You don't do that to people, though. You don't do that to people. That's your brand, though. That's your brand. You can't be having managers thinking you can sack them off of Twitter. That's just not. That just goes to the poor management of this club. You got to give people respect, even if things don't work out. Right. You have to don't burn bridges, man. Because this guy's over here now setting fires. He's a fucking arsonist now. because you guys didn't want to sit
He's
down
an
and talk to
a
this guy.
Dutch arsonist.
You didn't want to sit down for 5 minutes and talk to this guy. Now he's just throwing Molotov cocktails at every transfer, any mention of a transfer.
Any Dutch player heading to United.
Because you guys didn't want to have somebody was too chicken shit. Everybody was too chicken shit to have a conversation with the
It's
dude.
just stupid.
And honest, like,
But
people
look
are
at how
not
they
just
treated
being men.
Romero. Look at how they treated the goalkeeper. Olive messed that guy big time.
That's
That-
Olive.
that-
I blame Olive for that one.
But I've been reading, I don't know how true it was, that he potentially wanted to come back to United, which I
yeah.
would welcome him back because
I will welcome him back.
he was a great backup goalkeeper. for
Yeah,
us.
he was. He really was.
I mean, he stepped up big every single time that he played.
Yep.
And I don't think there's anybody that's a United fan that probably doesn't think we probably would have won that Europa final if Romero wasn't between the sticks.
He's a good penalty stopper.
He's a
better
good,
penalty stopper.
you know, it was terrible. I hate the way that happened. I can't wait to see some people go, oh, let's take this moment, as a matter of fact, to appreciate finally, we've gotten rid of this dead weight. Andreas Pereira is out of my club.
Pereira is gone.
Yes.
Pereira is gone. That's
Pereira.
one of many. I was going to ask you, Brandon Williams,
It needs to go.
Eric Wan-Bissaka.
So
I think Wan-Bissaka is going to be given another chance. I think. I have a feeling.
So I was
who's ball?
hearing that Ten Hag was impressed by his training.
Oh, God.
So with that being said, I don't
Gonna
know
get a
how
chance.
that's going to go. However, I do kind of like what Ten Hag said, where it's like, all right, every player is given a clean chance now to try to adapt to my system. I'll give you a fair chance to play it. So,
yeah.
but okay, take your opportunity, see if you can play it. If not, move on.
Talib
But-
Chong.
Salah.
Isn't he gone already?
No,
No, he
Talib
came
Chong's
back.
still
He
there.
was
He's
on
there.
loan.
He
He
was
came
on
back.
loan. Devin is shocked. He's still there.
Salah.
I could have swore that he was going. That he'd
No,
already
he ain't gone, mate. He's still there. Like a bad smell that ain't going anywhere.
Bro.
Talib Chong is still there. Pellistri's there. Diallo is there. Martial is there. Bailly is there. And the
Bailly's
one
still
and
there.
only Lord Jones. 11
Lord
years.
Jones. He's still in England though. He didn't travel with the team.
Oh, Phil Jones didn't travel?
No, he didn't
Travel
travel.
with the team.
Why?
Yeah.
Is he
They
injured?
say he's practicing on his own. It's like that motherfucker's injured. He's injured. This is the only time he's supposed to get. Oh my God.
The crazy part about thinking about that is he is the only outfield player that's left from Fergie's last title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Yeah.
No,
That last season, he's the only one left. Take out the guy. He's the only outfield player left. And you would have thought he barely plays. He barely plays.
But to be fair, when he did have his one appearance last season, he played really well in that game.
Bro,
oh my God.
don't forget.
Bro,
Don't forget.
That. Don't do it.
we lost that home. We lost that home. We lost that home to Wolves. We lost that home to Wolves. The ball, that guy, who's that strong black guy who plays for Wolves? That's really.
It was
Traore.
Traore, but he
Traore.
was,
Luke Shaw let the guy go. The guy went, put a cross in. Lord Jones headed the ball into the center area of the goal. And Moutinho said, thank you, I'll take it from here. And United lost at home 1-0.
Come on, man.
But he was having a good game up to that.
No. Prior to that, he was having a go. So it wasn't his fault. It was Luke Shaw who allowed the guy get. I mean, the guy's a hard guy to mark, but Luke Shaw didn't even put a tackle in. He just let the guy just.
Like, nah, boy, too much baby oil for me. No, go by. Yeah.
So everybody, quickly, Joe.
Needs to go.
Needs to go.
If we're already looking at bringing in center backs, right? You know, I think physically he's the kind of center back that we need, but we just can't trust him health wise. And if we can sell him for a good for a few quid, use that money or reinvest elsewhere, then I would take that. But if he want, I mean, it's based on his own ambition. If he wants to play, he needs to ask to be transferred. because he's not going to play.
Devin.
Unless Ten Hag is one of those that are not going to fall in love with Lindelof, fall in love with certain players, and just keeping them in the lineup for no reason. Because there were plenty of times last season where Bailly could have done some work.
Yeah,
but
and
stayed on the
Ralph,
bench.
you know, Ralph. You see, I
Ralph
think
couldn't fuck with him.
Ralph, I think he holds grudges because he said when he went to African Cup of Nations, where he was said he said he was. They said when they contacted him, he was not there. He went somewhere else. They had to call him back. You're not playing. Your country's out of the tournament. Where are you? We could not
I
find
mean,
you.
don't they know the network
And they
is
said
done in Africa, man?
he gave him a dressing down in front of everybody. He like ripped into him in training.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Rangnick ain't a saint, but I mean, I felt bad for him. I thought the plan was have Rangnick upstairs and Eric Ten Hag would be downstairs, and together they could navigate Europe and get the best out. Because it looks like Ten Hag just sees Dutch. But Rangnick has that German combination, the RB license connections and everything. But
he's got to go with people he trusts, man. That's all it is. It's about trust. It's not about particularly just Dutch. It's about trust. These are guys he knows are going to be ready-made, going to implement his style of play already. You know,
which makes sense. But the way Randy was throwing everybody, the board, the club under the bus, it was a matter of time, bro. It was a matter of time. Like, you got a job in Austria national team. That job as a consultancy, we kind of have to close that position for now. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Am I the only one in here who is afraid for Eric Bailly to play in this preseason because we're afraid of him getting hurt during the preseason, which will screw us over even more to come the start of the regular season? Because then that means we'll have to splurge the money on another center back.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Like he's gonna get injured regardless. Like to me, I want to see him play. If he's going to get injured anyway,
let him play.
We're not going to sell him now, you know, because if we're going to sell him,
Rangnick said, why did they give him a 5-year contract? For what?
Exactly. That's another.
So this was what he was saying: the inadequacy and inefficiency of United's contract handling. Giving Maguire 6 years. This one 5 years. Jones 6 years. These guys barely play.
Ed Woodward special.
Yeah. So that's why he was exposing the club, and therefore, you know what, bro, you gotta move on.
It was cheaper to pay those wages like that than to spend the money on actual good replacements. Ed Woodward at his best.
Right. Anthony, Devin, the Idols guy.
I think overpriced.
Overpriced. He's very skillful though. Very skillful player.
Like he is, and I'm trying to figure out the nice way to say this. It's like, yes, he is skillful, but it's like a second string Neymar.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking that he's very skillful. Looks like a kind of a show pony, kind of little tricks and flicks. I don't know if the Premiership will give him that space because then guys will just be on you like.
Yeah, they'll be on you.
You gotta be quick. And
how much are they looking?
He's not that quick. It's not like when Ronaldo was, because Ronaldo had the tricks, but he could get away from you.
Yeah.
Because he was very quick.
And then he had the lightning quick feet as well for the step overs. So, oh boy, yeah.
You know what it is? I'm kind of, a lot of these guys are expensive, but I'm liking where the team is moving towards, where they're going for technically skilled players that are not so spooked on the ball that you're naturally just going to turn backwards and, you know, chuck the ball to you the other day or pass it back. These are guys that are going to be able to take people on. And when you are able to do that, it widens the pitch. You know, he may not score a bunch of goals, but he's going to command a certain level of respect that we just don't have right now on the right side. You know, I don't think Rashford can do that.
No.
I don't think Elanga can do that.
No.
The only person
Sancho.
If Sancho played on the right side, but we all know Sancho's going to be on the left.
Diallo?
We already know that. Diallo's not the same level. So right now, as far as, because not on the same level. I don't think a lot of those kids are ready, to be honest. I think every once in a while they can come in and do some work, But you know, I know Ilanga. I get it with Ilanga. There's a lot of passion, and I'm loving that they're hungry for Hannibal and the rest of them, right? But because we have so many other, like Chong is probably going to get an opportunity before some of the younger guys, Palestri, Ahmad, you know. So I think bringing them in improves our right side, which is dead right now, right? There's no cohesivity. There's no cohesion on the right side between the right back and the right winger. And we need somebody that's skillful, you know, on that right side. So if it's a ridiculous kind of money, then no. But we did spend a shit ton of money for Sancho. We're not even playing him in that position. So spend the money, man, because it makes us better. You know, as to me, our issue has been we have been getting a lot of times we spend money on the wrong type of players. We overspend on the wrong type of players. And I am fine with overspending for the right type of player. And I think he does a good job on the right side.
Okay, let's move on. Now, as it seems, tomorrow we're playing Liverpool, a team that played in every single final and won 2 finals, lost the 3rd final, and lost the league on the very last day of Super Sunday. But I will say this, and mark my word, I would say I did have a debate with a few United fans. Oh, United came second the season before Ole. Yeah, we came second. Where were Liverpool? Fully injured. Where were Chelsea? They sat Lampard. Tuchel only had 3 months to turn that team and they won Champions League. But when you turn the reverse, the following season, the difference is we are where we are.
Yeah.
So I need your predictions quick. Devin, tomorrow.
So
are we seeing another 9-0 pounding?
It won't be 9-0, but it's probably going to be something like 5-2. And
that's only because you'll probably there'll be a mad substitution.
Obviously, well, it's more so like the preseason. I really don't take the scores into account that much. It's more about just getting players, getting the manager getting a chance to look at players who probably won't be playing that much, especially in the opening matches. So okay, you get your the ones you think are gonna be your 11 to play for a little bit, but you want to. This is mainly for the ones who are right on the cusp of breaking into the first team.
Right.
So I think some of them will get a good run out. They'll put a good showing on. But for this one, I care more about how the team plays. So this is our first look at Ten Hag's system at Manchester United. That's what I care more about than the score in this one.
So, win or loss?
I said we're going to lose about 5-2.
Joe?
Man, we're probably going to lose. It's probably going to be all right, 4-1. They got that Nunez kid, man. That kid's oh man.
Have you not seen his training videos?
The what?
Have you not seen his training videos recently?
Are they good or bad?
No, I haven't.
No, they're not good at all.
Yeah, I heard that he ain't all that.
Oh, for real? His touch is suspect. And he doesn't seem
they
like
heard it's the Uruguayan version of Uruguayan Lukaku.
His touch is up there with Lukaku's.
Yeah. But I'll say that Klopp is going to be able to get the most out of him.
I believe so.
But
that's what I think.
But not tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Not tomorrow. It'll work. I know Klopp will work. For Klopp, think about it. For Klopp to go for that player, Klopp knows what he could do with the player. Think about it. And Klopp, he always gets the best out of some of these players. And they never fail. Not like us, who we don't have the right coaches. These guys are very good coach. Klopp is very good.
Coach,
yeah. Right. What time is this game tomorrow?
It'll be 9 a.m. my time, so 8 a.m. your time.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
8 a.m. That's MUTV, right?
Yeah. So
only on MUTV show.
So I may or may not be watching it at work. I can't say officially that I will be doing that. So yeah. At 9 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. your time.
8 a.m. our time.
I got a conference call there from shit.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. I think United will do it. I think it's going to be a warm up. I just want to see United, want to see the tactics and see players we just want to see what and everything has going to implement. He's been shouting in training all this. We're going to see it all tomorrow against a very rejuvenated Liverpool side who have consistency. So we'll see it. But gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I said subscribe. Yeah, go on, Joe.
Can I say one last thing? We have to all make a pact right now. If we fuck around and slap Liverpool tomorrow, we can't get gas, man. We cannot get gas. Like, yo, because I remember when City and United played at NRG Stadium.
Yeah,
we were looking real sweet that season. So
and when the real game started, they still won the league title, right?
Yeah, they still
won
the
league. You remember what I said before, where I said I don't really take preseason results that seriously.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, I've been around this game way too long. You think like, yeah, boy, you see what we did to you in preseason? Yeah, get ready. And then it comes to regular season, it's like, what happened?
Wow.
Yeah, so, but it's been a long enough break, and I'm actually happy to see them boys in red getting on the pitch again.
It'll be nice. I mean, after the disaster of last year, just want to see. I'll go to find out where I'm going to get.
I'm interested. Yeah, I'm interested, especially because I'm actually flying over for Ten Hag's first game, so this will be the first look. So this will be my first look at how to see what to expect. So I'm very curious for that. But I believe in Ten Hag, and I believe him so much that I want to be the first game.
Yeah, he's all in, Tim.
That's nice. That's nice, Devin. You go, bro.
There you go, Devin.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Devin, thank you for joining us from Miami, and Joe from Houston Red Army. Thank you so much, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure again sharing United talks this evening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel to grow as fast as we can. But the most important thing is we're going to see United under Ten Hag tomorrow. From all of us, it's goodbye and good night. Devin, Joe, thank you very much. Take care, guys.
United.
So we'll talk in text tomorrow and see how United are playing. All right?
Yes, in all of our board meetings.
You take care. All right.